So a lot of people I find, Sanjeev, we sometimes struggle with the self-love, the self-worth, the self-esteem. What do you do with your clients? You know, how do you give to people to help them to raise and increase the love for themselves?
Self-worth, self-esteem is very important ingredients for creating the self-love. How can we love others without loving ourselves, which is very important. Anger, fear, hate, jealousy happen when we are not able to love ourselves. So the more we love ourselves, the more we can love others as well. And in order to create a power of self-love, why can't we go in front of the mirror and stand and start appreciating and accepting our body parts? Just like that, how beautiful my eyes are, how beautiful my hair are, how beautiful my nose are, So try to appreciate, not only appreciate, we have to accept it, like how beautiful I am, So the more we accept and appreciating each and every body parts, what will happen? We have started creating self-love in the form of self-esteem, and we can love ourselves. Other than that, why can't we do the breathing meditation,
Can I interrupt you for a second? Because it's a good point that you make about looking in the mirror, but that's tough, Sanjeev. I mean, do you think it's harder for women versus men, or them or they? And again, not saying anything politically incorrect, but do you think it's harder for different people?
Yeah, it may be harder, but remember, we have to give time and energy to our life as well, right? Because when we stand in front of the mirror, I know it's a little bit hard and challenging too, and it depends from person to person, but still we can save time, and we try to create a fragrance of self-love. So that's what I think, sir.
Wow. I think people would struggle to sometimes look in a mirror and say, wow, I think your eyes are beautiful. But that increases the vibration then? Is that what you're saying about self-love? You said self-worth, self-esteem are the ingredients to creating self-love.
Right. But as you said, like when we says like how beautiful my eyes are shining, how beautiful my eyes are looking, like that, So when we say, we are emitting such kind of the positive vibration in order to accept our body part, and it will raise frequency, energy, vibration in the form of creating self-love, And another way, like doing breathing meditation, because when we take the breath inside, because breath is life force energy. So when we feel the awareness of the breath at the top of the nostril, what will happen? We are discovering something within our life, within ourselves, and it will help us to create the power of self-love. Another way of creating a self-love is to connect with the heart. Most of the people are living with the mind, and mind is based on judgment, programming, living into the thought of chattering, bonding, So how could you create a power of self-love when you are looking in others? So the more we look within ourselves in the form of deepest connection of the heart, the more we can create the power of self.
Okay, so let's go more into that then, because that's an important subject, and I think a lot of people can resonate and connect with it. I certainly can, being a heart person.
Right.
So what can we do to connect with our heart, Sanjeev? Like, if we look at self-love, self-worth, self-esteem, how do we connect with our heart? Everybody, I'm sure, knows how we connect with our ego. We get all frustrated sometimes and very judgmental and opinionated. How do we then flip that and connect with the heart? What types of things can we think, can we do, where can we go to really find what that feels like?
Like we can connect with the nature, as we discussed before, water, mountain, rocks, trees, because these are the things which will try to transcend our ego, because as long as we have ego, we cannot create a power of self-love and the self-esteem. Why? Because ego try to judge and label, and it will try to put us into the thought of the past or the future. But as soon as we connect with the breathing meditation, when we become grounded, as soon as we connect with the nature, the whole powerful source of energy keep on transcending our ego and mind, and it will help us to connect with the heart. So that's it.
And is there anything else we can do though, to connect with the heart?
No, I think these are sufficient, yeah, these are the powerful tools, yeah.
So just mainly nature then, and using the breathing meditation.
Yes.
And what we're saying is then not so much that we connect with the heart, but we dissolve the ego.
Yes.
And by dissolving the ego, that will allow us to be more connected to our heart.
Yes.
Is that correct?
100% correct.
Okay, so we don't just go in thinking, let's connect with our heart.
Yeah.
By being in nature, we practice the breathing.
Yes.
Everything will start to calm, and that will allow us to then open our heart.
Yes.
But what about people then in pain, Sanjeev? What if you've had a broken heart? What if you're carrying wounds from a relationship or an argument with a friend or something with a family member? That's something that we're holding. I understand, yeah, we can go to nature, we can still do the breathing, but sometimes that hurts, Sanjeev. How can we really go within and help to let that go?
Everything keep on changing from time to time, moment to moment, Even the days come, the night come, That is a part of life, If we got some kind of wound, pain, suffering, and which is happening from the past or the future, I know the suffering is there, the wound is there, the trauma is there, but we have to move forward by let go of the thought of the heart, by let go of the thought of the past, anxiety, worry, memory, because past has already moved into different dimensions. And when we connect with the past, therefore the depression happens, therefore the anxiety happens. Why? Because we are holding the thought of the pain of the trauma, the pain of the negativity, pain of the darkness, whatsoever the thing has happened. So why we are holding back, because we are not able to let go of it. So as soon as we connect with the life force energy with the help of breathing meditation, what will happen? It will help us to let go of it completely.
But don't we have to acknowledge our pain, Sanjeev, in order to be able to let go? How do we decipher the difference between getting stuck in the past and acknowledging when something perhaps didn't work and releasing it?
Pain is already there, the stuckness is already there, right? I know, it's very difficult to let go of the thought of the past or the future, and that's what the whole mindfulness practice does. When we connect with the nature, or when we live into the present moment awareness, why can't we let go of the thought of the trauma, thought of the pain or suffering? Because when this is a divine moment exists, why can't we celebrate this beautiful and awesome moment? However the trauma is there, however the suffering is there, but as we need to understand the law of nature, like the time when we are born, we are adult, we are getting old, and after that we are going to die. This is part of the normal process. So what is the point to holding the thought of the trauma? Why can't we use the pain as a gift in order to move forward into our life? Why can't we consider as a failure, as a opportunities to move into living into the infinite abundance? Because we live with the energy, frequency, vibration. So as soon as we raise frequency and vibration and energy in the form of forgiving somebody else, by let go and disconnect with the thought of the past or the future, even the person who have hurt me, the person who has cheated me, we need to be grateful for it. Like, this is the opportunity they have given me. So now I consider pain as an opportunity. Now I consider pain as a happiness.
Okay.
This is the way.
Because otherwise we will get stuck. And again, in order to heal any kind of pain or trauma, we have to witness it, we have to be grateful for it, and then we surrender it.
Yes. Witnessing is a very important tool, because witnessing means deep observation, without labeling, no judgment, with deep investigation and introspection, So when we witness, suppose if somebody hurt me 10 years back, if I got for the divorce, or if I got for any negative emotion in the past, right? So we have to witness it. Witnessing means deep observation, when we introspect and go for deep investigation of my life, that okay, trauma was needed, even I got trauma into my life, but yeah, everybody got trauma into our life, but I consider trauma as opportunities, I consider trauma as a gift, I consider trauma as a life learning lesson for me, and now what happens, the trauma created tremendous opportunity, possibilities, and even the person who has hurt me, I will forgive them and I have to accept them. Why? Because I have to accept as a gift, as a gratitude, because this is the opportunity, it was created by him. So we need to emit the powerful energy, frequency, vibration for the person or for situation whosoever has created or cheated me. So as soon as I emit such kind of the frequency, they can receive it and they can feel it, and they might change, the situation might change, and everything we got.
And I get what you're saying, but for some people watching this, Sanjeev, they might be shaking their head going, that's ridiculous and that's impossible.
Yeah.
If you've been through a separation or a divorce, you feel hurt, you feel betrayed, you feel just whatever happened, to forgive someone, people would go, why would I forgive them after what they did?
Yeah.
But you really believe then that by the forgiving someone else, it forgives you?
It's a very practical question you ask me.
I'm digging deep today.
I'm very happy. I'm excited.
Deep.
I'm highly excited for it.
Good. Come on, tell us.
You said about the hurt, about the divorce, about the separation.
Well, because people get hurt.
Yeah,
we can't. How do we forgive when someone's hurt?
Yeah. Why can't we connect with the eternity? Let us talk about the eternity.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. As I said, we have to witness our life. Witnessing means we were kid, we are young, we are old, we are going to die. Right? So, and everything keep on changing. There is nothing permanent in this world.
No.
So how can the hurt be permanent? How can the problem be permanent? It cannot.
Oh, because it's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. It has already moved into different dimension. So it's better to forgive ourselves in order to forgive other. But most of the people, as you said, they are stuck. They are holding it back into their life. Why they are holding back into their life? Because they are fighting and struggling with useless thought of the ego, thought of the living into the past or the future. They are living with the mind. They are not living with the hurt. So as I said, when we live with the hurt, we can create a fragrance of compassion, fragrance of forgiveness. So even though somebody hurt me, somebody deceived me, somebody cheated me, somebody created so much trauma into my life, as I said, why can't we forgive them?
We thank them.
Yeah, we should grateful for them. Like, this is the opportunity created by them. But I know practically it is very difficult. But I did it in my life.
It sounds ridiculous, but it actually makes really good sense.
Yes, because I did it in my life.
Okay.
I am here because of them. If those people have not cheated me, have not deceived me, have not hurt my emotion badly, I would not be here. I would not be celebrating.
Yeah, it's all lessons.
No, it is a gift.
We grow. We grow from people.
We grow from the people.
Yeah.
It is a divine gift.
There are teachers.
Yeah. Because the failure or the hurt are the big teacher.
Yeah.
They are the real teacher. They are the experience.
Yeah.
They are everything. So when we consider experience as a teacher, when I consider hurt as a gift, everything around you becoming changing. The whole existence rushing towards you. They are going to connect with higher possibilities. As I said, why can't we connect with the eternity? The sky is eternal. Our life is eternal. There might be cloud, but don't focus on the cloud. Cloud will come and go. It appear and disappear. In the same way, we come into this world, we exist with our life force energy, physical body is there. After some time we are going to die. That is a part of the life. But there is something, soul, energy, which comes out when we die. So why can't we connect with that soul? Why can't we connect? Yeah, the soul is here, right? Why can't we connect with life force energy? So when we connect with the life force energy, where is the hurt? Where is the problem? Even problem is temporary, even the hurt is temporary. It has gone into different dimension. So when we connect with the eternity, even you can witness like you are not going to die. Yes, you are dying physically, but at the eternal level you are not going to die, because you have already died before many times. When you go on for the meditation, the whole purpose of meditation is to let your ego to die, and when your ego is getting die, you become total eternal, and everything, you are already present in the universe, and there is no hurt, there is no pain, everything has disappeared. So yeah, I hope I satisfied your answers.
It's good.